Okay, Mikey. Hey, I went back and found some video from when you first came in, and I wanted to go ahead and send this to you. I had a good trip in Florida, and you wanted me to call you when I got back, and that's what we're doing. So you get this, check it out, and then we'll get started. Probably the first thing that we want to do is, and just based on what I see right here, is get more weight on your left side. It's not bad. You're probably a little bit wide. I like how the toes are out, but maybe narrow it down just a little bit. And it looks like you got a ton of knuckles here. It looks like your left hand is just a little bit too strong. Other than that, though, you've always had a good grip. Okay, so I'm just going to try to keep it simple here, and we're going to start this thing at get over here, and then start your swing at position 2. Position 1 is address. Position 2 is when the shaft is parallel to the ground. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to stop. I'm going to try to stop Sean O'Hare right here at position 1. Boom. Okay. So, and you can't see it from this angle, but I can see already that you're starting to lose your posture and stand up. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do the same thing with Sean again, and I'm going to take him to position 3, and that's when the left arm is parallel to the ground. So it's going to take a little bit of time because of this high-speed video. So that's position 2 and position 3. And right here, what you're going to see is just a really good 90-degree angle. Take you over here. Go back as slow as I can. All right, and I'll tell you how I know that you're losing your posture. Look at your right arm. Your right arm, I can see it below your left. Every time I click this button, it's going to go back and set Sean back up at address. But when I stop it, boom. Look at this. I can see his right arm above his left. So you can just tell that he's maintaining his posture, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So just watch Sean as he takes that club to the top. All right. Now I'm going to stop him back at what we call position 5. And position 5 is just the same as position 3, but it's on the way down. So 2, 3, 4 is the top, and 5 is right there. Okay. We'll come on down here. And probably another big thing, because your grip is so strong, look how shut your club face is. Let's take a look at Sean's club face at the top. Look at that. You can see all of his club face right there. And that all starts from the grip. Okay, so there's your position 5. And that's actually just the same as 3. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5 is actually, I couldn't stop it quick enough, but 5 is typically where the left arm is parallel to the ground. Alright. So really notice, I'm going to clear all these lines off here. Look how his right arm and his right forearm and his left arm are lined up. Okay. I'm going to play the same thing here. I'm going to do it slowly. Alright, so if we were about at the same spot, that would be your forearm, your left forearm, and then there's your right forearm. Always go back and think of this on a horizontal plane, where if you were to stand up and you were hitting the ball off of, say, a 5-foot tee, just like in t-ball when you were a kid. Think of it in those terms, except on an inclined plane when the ball's on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not bad, but you're still, look look at all of this of your right shoulder. Okay, and again, if we look over here, I apologize again for this video. I can't stop it when it's at high speed. Okay, look, you can just barely see a little bit of his right arm because he's really compact, and he's trying to keep his right elbow in front of his hip. That right elbow is dropping right down to his hip, and when it gets there, he'll just continue to turn all the way through. So the moral of the story is for you is you've got to keep that posture. All right. Now, right as we come in here at impact, look at all these. Look at all these lines. All right, that should be a straight line. So let's go back over here one more time, and I'm going to try to stop Sean at impact. Okay, so the ball's already gone, but for the most part, you've got a straight line there. And watch how he continues to keep it straight all the way through impact. And I'm going to stop it. Impact is called P7. I'm going to stop him at P8 where his arms are straight. All right, so this is where it starts to collapse. So your straight line is about right here. All right, that's about the last time that your arm is straight. Where Sean's is at impact. All right, and you can see it all collapsing, chicken wing right there. So look at your P8 where the shaft is parallel to the ground, and then let's look at his. Look at that. Look at all these angles. Head still down. I mean, we can see your whole body, your whole upper torso. You're standing straight up. This is what kills you right here. Look at your whole power package. Your power package are your shoulders and your arms and hands. Everything collapses because the tail's wagging the dog here. So you're trying to swing your arms and hands to generate speed. What we see with the good players and the tour guys is they generate their speed and power from their pivot. I mean, you're awful athletic. As good as you play, can you imagine if you could just improve on your impact angles? How good a player you would be? I mean, it's just insane. Okay. So right here, I hope this changes. I hope I'm able to switch right here in the middle of the show here. But look how many knuckles we can see on your left hand. We shouldn't be able to see any. Your hand should be neutral. And if you can't maintain your angles here, if you can't maintain a straight left arm and flat left wrist, chipping, you have no chance. Look at that. Look at everything collapse. If you can't do that at 8 miles an hour, how in the world can you do it at 80? You just can't. So check this out. Give me a call. Let's get to work. Look forward to it.